so since you guys have a very unique environment, what would be, especially when you're working with older, like retro equipment, what would you say is your advice to artists who want to work with you? Like, what things should they have in place to best prepare for that kind of experience?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great question. I always tell artists, bands, singers, anybody, musicians to make demos from any type. Like it can be a voice recording on their cell phone to a completely multi-tracked, um, record. Just record yourself before you come into the studio. Having it down and having something to listen back to and make changes and share and get opinions is the most important thing coming to the studio for sure.
That's good. That's good because that's one of the things that I like to ask studios because they, we share different types of experiences. Like when they have, artists come in and they're not prepared, and it kind of makes the session go a lot more or go a lot longer than it should. So I always tell them to like, hey, if you were to give advice to people like potential clients who want to come in, like, hey, this is the best way to prepare for the session. That way it can go smoothly. And, we're not like all over the place and sitting there going, okay, what are we doing here? So
Yeah, absolutely. The other thing too is I think a lot of people are really shy with or maybe nervous or intimidated or anything like that. And just asking as many questions as possible before coming in is huge too. There's definitely some musicians I've worked with that don't say anything until they show up, and then they have
mm,
some big ideas, and it's great. We want to make them happen, but sometimes it takes up more time now trying to get on the same page than we could have we just had this conversation before the session or leading up to the whole thing.